All right, so we'll kind of recap the story here. We went from how you got into knives to steel to starting Ocaso. How in the world did you go from working for a huge multi-million, if not billion-dollar company doing all these awesome things, start your own brand, and then get tied up with a bunch of goobers like the guys at Crispy Donut Community? How does that happen? Please explain, because I need to know.
It is a simple story. Smoky Mountain Knife Works has a fall festival every October, and they have had this festival for several years, just on and on and on. We used to send some of our Cold Steel employees to this event. It still takes place, so of course here I am. I have to get out there. It's called the Smoky Mountain Fall Festival / Rep Weekend. So an associate from the company or a rep that's repping a certain brand can be there to stand behind the case and represent whatever brand or whatever product that Smokey buys and purchases. In the case is Ocaso Knives and the CDC product. Okay, so so I saw that, and then I saw them come in, on the first day, and I didn't know who they were, but I had recognized, I've seen on social media some of their work, and man, these guys just out the gate were the coolest guys, just very, very approachable, and we hit it off. And I hung out with them the entire weekend. That Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we got to talking. The idea came up about how about a collaboration, and I was still so new at the game. I now realize how important collaborations are, right? To work with other people and how cool it can be, and how fun, and so the idea came up, and we didn't really confirm, the project right then and there, but I kept running into them at trade shows, and these guys were genuine. They're still cool. They have a fan base. They have a following. And I just didn't know how to combine my gentleman style brand with their fun,
Yeah.
pink and blue branding. And I talked to my wife about it. I said, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it out. And they were like, yay! And they said, this is what we wanted on the Solstice. This is the blade shape. This is the hardware and the color blade. And then I was just like, is that going to work? And I ended up putting one together, and it's like, holy smokes. It looks cool, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it,
it is
it
a
works. I mean,
yes, it does. And
it
again, shout out to Way of Knife because again,
yeah,
that is one of the best anodization jobs I have ever seen. It is so clean, and I'm not just saying this because I work for these guys. Like, take CDC out of it, and I'll talk as Samuel for a minute. That anode job is impeccable. I am very, very impressed with that.
so am I. Yeah, they did a heck of a job, man. Props
Yeah.
to them.
Well,
It just
that's a cool story though. How you guys got together, and I'm hoping that I'll be there this time too. The bad thing is they scheduled Blade Show West, and the weekend, the same weekend. Well, Blade Show West and the Smoky Mountain thing are the same weekend, so I'm gonna have to talk to the people over at the other company that I work with and see where I'm going. But I wouldn't mind at all if I ended up in Tennessee this year. So
well, the Smoky Mountain Knife Works showroom store is it's a destination. I'd
hmm
been there years ago, and there's been a lot of changes, a lot of wonderful changes, beautiful, positive, growth and direction that they're heading. Um, and it's just a great place to you put it on your list if you don't go, in October for their fall festival because interferes with Blade Show West. At some point, you need to go out there, and you got to take an entire day and a half to walk that entire store because it is huge. It's
oh
just
yeah,
gigantic.
we went in March for my birthday. We went for
Okay.
the whole weekend, and
Okay.
actually, Smoky Mountain Fall Festival is where I met Joe Flowers, who got me to go to another event, Georgia Bushcraft, which is what got me to start traveling to these events and got me into this predicament I am now with working with all these different companies. So Yeah, that actually Smoky Mountain Knife Works is where it kind of all started, and we just happened to go. I mean, I was in knives, but didn't plan on going up there the weekend of the fall festival. But we went on a trip with some family friends, and just happened to be up there on the weekend that all that was going on. So it was a really cool thing to witness and see, and that's what kind of lit the spark and got me going to other things. So yes, if anyone watching this has never been to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, whether it be especially on the retailer weekend, the fall festival weekend, but if you've never been just in general, go. It's an awesome place. Greg and TC both usually work weekdays. You might be able to run into them or something. They're awesome guys. But aside from all that, one of the coolest. If you're a knife guy, you'll need like 6 or 8 hours in there. I think the first time I went, I spent 6 hours in there. It was crazy.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah.